I'm Yanis Yanguar, and in this video, I demonstrate and present to you, commanders, modders, and generals alike, my Generals Zero Hour Modding Studio. And as you can see, once you open this bad boy up, we come to our About screen. And we're going to have some few goodies here, as it's straightforward. I have created a near complete modding studio for General's Zero Hour. It is also compatible with regular generals, but I haven't actually tested that out. But I mean, it's a lot of the same files and same names, so it should work. So, features. It can edit your INI files, you can build objects, you can manage your archives, you can look at your archives, you can generate archives, you can generate code, you can make buttons, sets, sciences, special powers, weapons, you can add the module tags, fill them out, make armor, make weapons, you can actually save .big files, you can save .ini, you can save your .str for the string because you don't need the CSF anymore, and I forgot to put it on there, but you can also edit .wnd window files. Cool, right? Well, welcome to the party. This is an alternative to Final, Big, and .csf editor, so from my understanding so far I haven't found any bugs, so this won't actually crash on you in the middle of your editing sessions. So, as usual, because we have to self-promote, be sure to like, share, and comment. And while we're at it, don't forget, I have quite a few modding tutorials. I actually have courses on YouTube. I have courses for noobs, which is actually just the beginners part 1, and then I have beginners part 2, and then I have intermediate tutorials. I am going to eventually have more, I just haven't put them in the right course yet, that's all. Additionally, I have my link for all tutorials and of course my text manual. Additionally, don't feel free to join my Discord. Feel free to download my mod, Yanis Syndicate mod. It is Admiral Z, that is the Navy on mod database. And last but not least, feel free to here's some other tools that, because this is not covering everything, there's a W3D viewer that is on WD mod database that is very helpful. And then we have GIMP, which can be used to edit the TGA and DDS files, which are the textures and the Cameo files, including the UI. So, let's get back to this. So when you get onto this, you're going to see this quick guide. Just read it over real fast. It's pretty self-forward. Yes, you can scroll up and down. I'll put the scroll bar over there at a different time. And it just says, hey, you got to load up some stuff before you want the full goodies. That's all. It's just a little how-to. It's real quick. It's real easy to use. Anybody can do it. This is meant for beginners. It's meant for advanced. There is no AI involved, by the way. This is just a normal program. So if we go over to guides first, let's get started. So it's very simple. We are going to locate our games directory, which I'm sure you know already, and then we are going to go to Live Editor, and we're going to open our .big archive, and we're going to extract their files. And it's very simple. I will go through it though. I will show you step by step, and essentially we will get there. And then we will go to Live Editor and it's just like a regular text editor. It doesn't have all of the shortcuts, but it does have find, save, and select all. And as I said before, you can edit WNDs, you can text files, .inis, you can view .tgas, and you can view .big archives and create big archives. But remember, don't make sure you always back up. And just throwing it out there as a reminder, maps can also have a .str and .ini for editing purposes, so that's why I also included that in this tool. Additionally, just a little thing, I know you've probably seen on different mods where they have different endings like .gib and .ctr. Well, this can handle those. And last but not least, yes, you can create new big containers. So we'll all get to that. And these are just other guys. It just basics on how to use things. I'll put more here as needed. This is currently still this is a release candidate in my Discord. It's still in testing. I'm still getting feedback, so I look forward to the next version. So we go to our live editor. And again, it's very easy to use. And remember earlier I said your gaming, your directory? Well, let's find our gaming directory. I actually already have mine saved over here, so my gaming directory. We are actually not going to do that one. We are going to do my original one, because you'll see in a second. Alright, so this is, I'm going to go to my INI. Remember, I opened INI folder, so we are going to open the INI folder, and that will give you right here, see where it says data.ini. That's how you know you did it right. And you can scroll down and look at that. I got my file over here. And yes, you can edit them here, and you can hit save. And it is okay, by the way, it is okay if you do go back, and there, it's just that it will create a different window here. So it's just better to just to do the INI, just to have a better, closer window to easy edit everything. But it was simple. You can edit and then Control F or Control F it, or you want to save it real fast with the Control S, or you want to everything. And then down here we're going to go another step. We're going to load our mod data. Now I named this mod data because we are officially going to say that your games directory, but also any mod that you download it, and also applies to the OpenINI file, folder rather, is you can load a mod up to this too. So remember, as I see here, it says open your mods data folder. Your game directory's data folder is your mods folder. So we're going to open up, we're going to go one back from INI and into our data folder. Trust me, and you'll know it's right because it'll say it down here, and it will give you quite a few things with your status. How about that? I got 108 sciences and 114 upgrades. And as you can see, this will also bring up your actual mod, or it's probably the same one in this case since I did open mine twice, but you can open your mod up that you want to work with to borrow assets from, so feel free to do that. Next, we have a .big archive, and it's exactly what it says. You can open up the .big archives, and as you can see, you were like, what? It didn't do anything. It's right there. All the files. You see that? Notice that this is red. Red means you can't edit it. That's all that means. However, if you were to make your own .big file, it would be yellow because it's not part of the original. Similarly, speaking of .bigs, we can create our own .bigs by clicking New Big Container at the bottom, and this will bring up this little pop-up, and this will give you this little hint is what kind of .big are you making. So like, for example, are you making an INI file? Well, you need to put it in the actual container in a certain way for it to load properly. So you need to put it in a folder, and then data./ini/ all the files that go in the INI folder. That's the way you need to do it, because then when it gets loaded into the container, you need to do this too with Final Big. Then it will be loaded as data/ini/command button or /objects and boss_general.ini or map files or whatever. And it goes down the line too. And again, remember I said regular vanilla generals too, so I tried to keep it compatible, but it's really the same thing as I said. Let's go on to the string editor. The string editor is exactly what it looks like. It is the string editor. You edit the strings for the game, so like the tool tips and all the object names and all that good stuff. If you do not have a string file, this program should have came with it, and you just load it up. As you can see, this should have came with it. It'll give you a little pop-up, and just for the demonstration purposes, you can load it right there. And then for your purposes, hit save as, and you're going to want to go to your directory and data, and then save it there. And now you will have your own string that you can load up yourself. Or if you already did some CSF editing, you can import your CSF file and then export it as a string in the same process. Additionally, since you are editing, you can actually create quick edits over here with this new entry. What that means is that you can, so for example, you see how it says Academy. So if you put Academy and then you put a name and then hit insert entry, it will create the entry for you. That's simple, right? Beautiful. Okay, let's move on to the module maker. Oh, by the way, it will stay there. So if you go to the live editor and let's say you were editing this, an actual INI file, and then you went over to another tab, it will stay unedited. So now let's go to module maker is the next tab, and additionally this module tag text will be actually packaged with this program, and so we're just going to load it there, and essentially that does similar to the other one is it will load all module tags that I have awareness of, and you can load it up and you can copy it and go to the editor and paste it into your files, or you can do the same thing and go to the workshop. And as you can see, it has all types of sorting by the various types. There's basic 3 types, which is draw, body, and behavior, and they just self-sorted just to make it a little bit easier. Or you can go by all. It's pretty simple. You just copy and paste, and don't forget to fill in the blanks. And there's a lot of hints here that will help you guide to properly fill this out. Also, don't forget that obviously, for example, you need to do that or take that line out, otherwise it won't work, or rather it will crash your game. Let's go to the next tab. I called this the playground because this is where all the fun happens, and they're all pretty similar tabs, so I figured I called it all the same area. So as I told you earlier, to load up your mod is because to get full functionality out of this, we will need all of that data. And one of my things that I really am proud of is that. So you want to edit your mod or whatever, and you want just curious of what the actual, the cameo is of what you're copying over. And it doesn't matter what it is, it'll just show right up for you. Timeout. I forgot to mention, you can actually view the TGA files on this too. This is why I said it is a potential replacement for Final Big. It cannot view W3D files, but this is not W3D editor's purposes now, is it? That's not why you're here. Same thing with the command set name. We can go find our command sets. Let's get one that's probably bigger. Okay, that's big enough. All right, so we want to add our. It doesn't really matter. We're just gonna pick one. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what we need to put in there because we're not really doing it. Let's say we want to build on our Navy command set. We want to build our American Command Center. We can actually just see these buttons right here. That's right, buttons. Just hit that button, it pops right in. Oh, you didn't want to put it there? My bad. You want to put it last? Nope, my bad. But you don't have 18 buttons. You only have a max of 16. Whoopsie-doos. And similarly, you don't like that cell command? All right, get rid of it. And then you can put that one there instead. And then you can go look for the cell command and go put it back. I'll probably need to sort these a little bit better. I'm not sure exactly how I'll do that at the moment, but that's essentially that, and it's similar to the with the other stuff. You just pick it and it'll fill it out, and you can just, fill in as you need. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, right? And again, you just hit copy and you can go to editor or you can go to the workshop. And that brings us to our weapon and armor builder. And it's again just like the other one, just similar thing. You just pick it down and you can just fill it out as needed. Same with the weapon. It'll pre-fill it out, or you can, override it and fill it out like you do, and then just hit copy. Ooh, it looks like I didn't put a go to workshop tab on this one, but that's okay, because you know what the next tab is? That's right, it's the object workshop tab. And again, remember I said make sure your mod is loaded, because you can load existing objects to clone or modify as seen fit. So we are going to bring in the battleship, and you can just do whatever you want. And as you can see, I have here is a copy and go to editor. So if we just hit copy and go to the editor, we can just throw it up on here. Just like that. Additionally, if you haven't already done it, you can copy the science upgrade names from the other things. So for example, let's say you want the command set, hit that command set from the previous from the playground. What is the command set? We have our naval command set. So you said, oh no, I forgot to hit that because I went over there so fast. Oh no, well, you hit that command set button, and where is our command set for this one? Do you have a command set? Am I blind? Oh, there it is. Bam. Now you got a new command set. And one last thing that I thought was pretty cool is you can run the game from this too. You just hit run, it'll ask you where the exe is, and then hit run again, and then you can run your game. I'm Yanis Yanguar, and that is the General Zero Hour modding studio tool. I hope you enjoyed it, and comments, ideas for future features, just let me know. And this is currently released in the Discord. It's still under testing. I'm just looking for feedback still. But after that, I will host it on a website, probably mod database for everyone to use. So see you around. Thank you.